and the deputy governor is absent. What are we saying? The governor is the principal. If the constitution provides the executive, as I said before, legislative and judiciary. So in Taraba State is a blessed state, as we are nature's gift to the nation. And even constitutional issue, we are nature's gift like that. If you can remember the number of issues was
yes.
And I cannot deny what I said in terms of security and education. This government has tried. Everybody can sleep now with 2 eyes in Taraba State. Even me now, maybe I've changed my house. You don't know. First, I can give Taraba State government, well, governor, whatever. But what we say now, in terms of the deputy governor office, there is issues. And this governor, the governor and the state government have not done anything. And even the chief legal officer, I would say the attorney general, maybe they have not advised the governor correctly. So I think the best way we can do, we are a democratic government. So we cannot be misguided with this misconception of the constitution or whatsoever. We would approach the court of law. If the court say no, that's what you understand is that the interpretation of whatsoever. We are ready to understand it, and we have federal, we have state high court, we have court of appeal, we have the Supreme Court there.
Okay, so just like you said, you have the executive, you have the legislature, and we have the judiciary, and you are going to ensure that if the executive does not take a position, the legislature does not take a position, you are going to the judiciary as a citizen, as a concerned citizen. But also, you've said something concerning the performance of the governor so far. Can you specifically point to any area that you feel that due to the vacuum created by the absence of the deputy governor, Taraba State is lagging behind?
That's what I'm saying. The governors, you see, just a governor or deputy, they are just like father. If father is in the house, maybe you have children, you will see even the way the children will be acting, the way they will say, Baba or you or whatsoever. And if the father and the mother travel, even if now if your wife is not at home, when you come, you see your children like this. Have you not eaten? They say, have you not done that? That's why the constitution provides that there should be the deputy governor, because the tribals and the citizens of tribals say they will need to have a governor always. So that's why they say if the governor is not on seat, the deputy should take over. And then we don't have the deputy governor. So even psychologically, the tribal psychology now is somehow about the governance. So there is what like what the MD Oleka was saying, there must be transparency. Okay, let's the government okay, what are we saying? The deputy governor is there, is doing that, is taking his medicine, is doing this and that, will be available maybe in next week or next hour whatsoever. Okay. But for us to tell us that the deputy governor can go for at whatever time we reach for whatsoever, I think this misconception of the constitution, they are seeing for an interpretation.
Let me come to Honorable Abu Ado. I want to ask a question, very simple one. The allegations laid by Chief Gabriel Lainka that some people are already making moves to take over the position of the deputy governor. You are a political analyst. You're someone that is in the political space. Is there any facts to these allegations or these suspicions?
Actually, I don't know if there is any move like that. But even if there is, I call them ungrateful politicians, because as he mentioned, that there are council chairmen, assembly members, and commissioners. There is no way you will be in the system and you have been engaged. The governor have given you responsibility and you have not even delivered yet. You're eyeing what has not even right. So I don't think it is even moral for even someone that is in this system to start thinking about, I want to go and lobby or go and start, is immoral actually. And secondly, my brother here, my elder brother, is insisting that the constitution says that there must be a deputy governor. Are we saying that we don't have a deputy governor in Taraba State?
What?
We have a deputy governor in Taraba State. There was an election and the governor and the deputy governor were elected, and they were sworn in. So we have a deputy governor, and there was a statement from the office of the deputy governor, I think sometimes in January, that the deputy governor is on medical vacation.
Okay.
So the constitution is very clear. We have a deputy governor in Taraba State. It's not that we don't have a deputy governor in Taraba State, but he is on medical vacation. Now, is there any provision in the constitution or interpretation that this is the number of days that if the deputy governor did not come back or has not regained his health, that something should be done? If there is, fine. Then let's go there and do the interpretation of that section of the Constitution. And I don't think there is. Although my brother P.D. Pius has made it clear that it is at the discretion of the State Executive Council.
Okay.
Now, since there is no any provision that any legal action can be taken in the absence of the deputy governor, like when he is in medical leave, then let's wait and see what the Executive Council will do.
Okay.
You understand?
Or we wait and see what the court will say.
Yeah, okay, good. Now, if you intend to go to the court, fine. You have every right at the citizen of Nigeria to approach the court. Let's wait and see the interpretation of the court. But as far as I'm concerned, there is no vacuum in Taraba State. And then we have a deputy governor in Taraba State. The deputy governor is on medical vacation. There was a statement from his office that he's on medical vacation, and that is does it.
Okay, please let me. I think Ambassador Muri is back. And while you were away, we got an information. The barrister Meanchi said that they will be approaching the courts to interpret the position of the law concerning the absence of the deputy governor. So, Ambassador Muri, do you agree that this is something that the courts need to be approached, and will you be part of this movement to ensure that legally there's an interpretation to what is going on in Taraba State? Ambassador Muri.
All right, thank you very much. I apologize for my absence, and I have to drive, so I have to be off for a while so that I can be home to join you guys. Like I was saying before, we talk so much about the law, about the Constitution, but we hate it. We are looking for places in the Constitution so that we can defend our something that is common sense. You want to look for some loopholes in the Constitution so that you can defend something that is not defendable. The Constitution we know that the governor and the deputy are human beings. They can get sick, they can die, they can be incapacitated. The Constitution makes provision that the person elected should govern. The word governor means somebody that is governing. Are we together? If the person is not governing, even if he's a civil servant, the Constitution makes provision for how the person can be relieved of his job. If he's a politician, whether appointed, he can be relieved because this is human being. We are talking about human being and we are talking about governing. Whether it's a president is preside. When you are no longer governing, you are no longer a deputy governor. And the Constitution makes requirement that the State House of Assembly should make sure that the governor is working and the deputy governor is working. Now, in Taraba State now, what is happening is not new. When we had a former governor, Dambaba Sonte, when he had the same issue, the state decided to go and, start defending left, right, and center. My brother Imabelo was the commissioner of information then. They were busy telling us that Dambaba is this, Dambaba is that. Just to deny Taraba the opportunity to have their governors governing them. The deputy governor is not at the mercy of the governor. The deputy governor is not a spy tire of the governor. He is a constitutional office that have constitutional duties. That is why there is no deputy governor that can just be like that without an assignment. He is like the Taraba State governor, a deputy governor. The governor have assigned him to some agencies as the head of those agencies. Now, if you say that it's at the discretion of the governor, whether the deputy governor work or not, he can decide to keep quiet. And Taraba money is going, we are using our state resources to maintain him, and nobody wants him to be held accountable. We are saying that Taraba should stop joking with the constitution. If the deputy governor is not feeling fine, they should tell us he's not feeling fine. Let's pray for him. And whenever he come back to the office, the governor even make him that, okay, he has extended the leave. The leave of absence of the deputy governor, just to make sure that there is that respect for the state. But you know, everywhere is silent, like during the time of Dambaba. There is this thing. I mean, I believe that we shouldn't wait to go to court to challenge issues in court. What we should be talking about is how much do we value our constitution? How much do we value the fact that people that we put in offices should work? If they are not in position to work, must they wait until we go to court before they say, oh, because I've been absent from the office for 3 months, I need to attend to my health? I thank you for electing me and the governor to serve you, Tarabans. But since October, I've not been able to perform my duties as the deputy governor. I would like to appreciate you and the State Executive Council, the State House of Assembly, and I would like to be given opportunity to be absent, and I'm resigning my position as a deputy governor. What will it take? He will still gain, he will still be earning what is required for deputy governor. He will still remain a former deputy governor. And whatever the state will do to support him as a former deputy governor, as we are doing to the former deputy governors, we will do it to him. But for us to come and start justifying something that does not make sense, that the constitution did not mention this and that. The constitution recognized the deputy governor the same status with the governor. They are partners in the progress of this, and therefore two of them must be working. So I pray that God should heal our deputy governor, but I do not support the ideology that we should play around the constitution to justify the absence of the deputy governor for more than 180 days in the office. Thank you.
Muri, you really hit some nails, and one of the points I picked from you is that you said the deputy governor has been appointed to some parastatals to head some boards, so has he been performing his duties there? Those are duties that he was assigned to, and you also pray for him, and I believe as a pastor the prayers will be answered probably maybe by tomorrow. He may even be back to office. I think that would be good. I think we have a message here from one of our viewers. He sent a voice note. Is one of our frequent viewers here in the person of Dalia Bente. Let me play it and let us hear what he has to say. You know, we like this too. We would like to have an interactive section. We're almost coming to the end, but let us see what Dalia Bente has to say.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Abraham Joda and Gabriel Layinka. I think the two of you are the anchors of today's show, and I extend my greeting as well to your amiable guests over there, my friend Abuardo, my elder brother Barisa Bilamino Nehanchi, and my very good friend Paris Gamba. Good evening, sir. Before I make my submission, I want to urge or advise that whenever issues of importance like this come on board or arises, I think we should, as much as possible, to throw away sentiment, prejudice of any kind, and biasness or favoritism, right? Because this particular ugly component I listed are the reason why Taraba is seriously lagging behind. This is what has dragged us backward. We dwell so much on petty sentiment, particularly based on ethnic and religion in that state. We can't move forward with that. And I think with this generation, we should change the narrative. We should not behave like the people after, can I say after us, before us? You understand what I'm saying? So please, we the youth should try as much as possible to change this narrative. Having said that, I want to throw a question to Barrister Pius. I think chapter 6, part 2 of 1999 Constitution, that's section 189 in particular, the chapter 6, part 2 of that section 189, expressly stated there, in the case of a governor and his deputy. He did not only say a governor, he equally said the deputy. In the case of a governor and his deputy being permanently incapacitated, what the Constitution
I think we lost him there. And I think he was just trying to make some points. But he has thrown open the discussion. But you know, every good thing has to come to an end. And I think we really looked at every angle, the political angle, the legal angle, the ethical angle. We've criticized some positions, and we've agreed with some positions. We've aligned with some positions, and we've agreed to disagree on some positions. So on this note, I will want to have a final thoughts on this matter. So I will start with Barrister Pius. Barrister Pius, I would like to have your final words on what we have today. Barrister Pius, are you still with us? We lost him there. While we're waiting for him to come back or for his final thoughts, Ambassador Muri, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for, despite the tight schedule, you have to ride over home. Please, can you just give us your final thoughts on this matter?
My final thought is that if we love Taraba State, if we love Nigeria, we should all pray for our leaders, and praying for our leaders means we should wish them well to succeed. We should stop justifying when they try to play on our brain, when they try to make us look as if they are not accountable to us. As the fact that I'm praying for you does not mean that you should just do as you wish. I expect you to rule in such a way that will make me to have hope that we are being governed well. So I expect from the State Executive Council, the State House of Assembly, the Governor Office, and the civil service
lost Ambassador Muri there, and I think he is of the opinion that the state government needs to be more open concerning the health and the position of the deputy governor. And we thank Ambassador Quincy Muri for his wonderful contribution. We also thank Barrister P.D. Pius, Chief Gabriel Olayinka for their wonderful contributions. Before we leave, Honorable Abualdo, what are your closing remarks concerning this matter?
Well, finally, I want to state it here clearly that this is a constitutional matter, and there is no way we are going to do away with the Constitution completely, because no matter how you do it, you must come back to the Constitution, and the Constitution is clear on this issue. So I want to use this opportunity to also call on Tarabans to continue to pray for our leaders, especially the deputy governor, who there was a statement that he was on medical vacation. Let us continue to pray with him, to pray for him that God will regain his health and that he will come back healthy and continue discharging his official function that Tarabians elected him to do. And finally, I want to thank the management of this TV station and my distinguished colleague guest, my elder brother, Barrister William Mehanchi, who is one of the people that are planning to go to court very soon to challenge this matter. I want to advise us that we should take it let's take it lightly, and let's continue to pray, and hopefully and prayerfully we we are going to go out of this challenging and trying moment. In every situation you find yourself, definitely in life there must be situations like this, and then when you find yourself in such situation, there are always alternatives. So thank you for having me here, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Barrister Mianchi.
All what I said, like what they are saying, let's the tribal state government, that is the governor and the legislative, have transparency on these issues of deputy governor. And nobody is not praying for the governor, not even the governor. Even my enemy, I'm praying for them. Chocolates of the number 2 citizen of my state, who happens to be governing my state and has some tools also sacrificing. We are not talking about the personality of a person, we're talking about the constitutional issues. We are calling on the state governor and the state assembly to do the needful and transparency about this issue and follows the strictly constitutional provision and constitutional guidelines to avoid court issues. All what we are saying, we are working on this and we are following. We cannot leave this thing to be going just like that. We are tribals, we are concerned, and more tribals are also concerned. So we are stick to the Constitution, and the Constitution of the Federal Government of Nigeria is supplement. And the fundamental objectives of this Constitution, it must be followed strictly. So as we are praying to the deputy governor, the tribals, to the governor, to whoever has tribal and even Nigeria at heart, we are also calling on the strictly compliance and compliance of the constitutional provision. So if otherwise has happened, because the constitution, as I said, we already have the 3 arms of the government. So going to the court is not a bad thing. Going to the court is not something that would create immunity or criticism or whatsoever. It's just a matter of interpretation to have good governance in tribal state. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Barrister Bilyaminu Meanchi. And on this note, we come to the end of today's Politics on Sun TV. And you will agree with me that today's edition has been quite explosive. And we spoke concerning the legal implications, the constitutional implications, the ethical implication, the political implication of the absence of the Deputy Governor of Taraba State. And yeah, like we all agree, we are praying for the soonest recovery of the number 2 citizen. He has served this nation, he has served this country, he has served the community, and we pray for soonest recovery. And we also call upon the state government to release whatever information for concerned citizens like Barrister Bilyaminu Meanchi. And we also know, like we all agree, that the state government has been doing its best as the constitution allows it in terms of security and free education. And I think in the area of also information concerning this issue, we're expecting so much from the government. And on this note, we'll come to the end of today's Politics on Sun TV. Today's Politics on Sun TV comes up every Tuesday and Thursday on Sun TV from 6 to 8 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. And I remain your host here, Abraham Minor Joda. Thank you and keep watching Sun TV.